So, like I said earlier, this is going to be cyber safety for seniors. Today, what we will cover is our mission here at Vantage Aging, a brief summary of what cyber safety is, why you should care about it, identity theft and tips to keep your password safe, phishing, what to do, if a friend or relative calls, um, IRS, police, bank calls and texts, and then best practices to keep yourself safe. So here at Vantage Aging, our whole mission is to promote a positive perspective on aging. Currently, we serve 38 counties in Ohio and 37 counties in Indiana. Um, we came about in 1975. CSEP stands for the Senior Community Service Employment Program. We are funded by the Department of Labor, the Ohio Department of Aging, and the Indiana Department of Workforce Development. We offer paid job training to seniors that are 55 or older, not currently working, and that is interested in re-entering the workforce. Um, Caveat to that is there is an income qualification piece as well, but typically, if an individual is just receiving benefits through Social Security or disability, um, that makes them eligible. We're a nonprofit. We also, deliver home meals, provide home wellness solutions, volunteer recruitment. The CSEP program is just one of our programs under the overarching Vantage umbrella. And everyone that we put through the CSEP program, the end result is them finding unsubsidized employment and to, promote an opportunity to live a healthy life and age with independence, purpose, and dignity. So the main topic of conversation is going to be, cybersecurity. So what is identity theft? Has anyone here had their identity stolen? I know it's probably been about 6 to 8 months. Months ago, I had received an email from our internal HR department, and it was super confusing. And it looked as if I had applied for unemployment. So somebody had gotten my information and then had applied for unemployment. So that was a disaster. I had to reach out to the 3 credit repositories, put a freeze on my credit, and it was a long drawn out mess that just recently I got finally all figured out and cleaned back up. It's probably using the same password for bank and Facebook and Instagram. Definitely want to shy away from that. Uh, Using the same password for multiple different accounts or logins, simply because if your password is compromised, then that individual that has that password now has access to all different systems. Is the software on your phone and computer up to date? Is auto updates turned on to protect your computer or your cell device? Here's some facts about seniors, computers, and phones. Individual age 65 and older now account for a record slightly over 54 million people. That's about 16% of the population. The technology habits and attitudes of a typical senior citizen make them attractive to cyber thieves. So, according to research done at the Pew Center, 61% of seniors own a smartphone, and 75% of those seniors surf the internet. Um, some are not the most up to date or tech savvy. Only 26% of senior internet users feel very confident when using computers and smartphones. And even when they're aware of the dangers, many seniors don't believe that they themselves would ever become a victim of a cyber attack, and they often underestimate the havoc and destruction a cyber attack could create. So here at Vantage, we do offer a program called Digital Inclusion. So it's a 10-week program with a 10-hour-a-week commitment. We provide a laptop and a hotspot, and it's just a training class. It starts off very basic. as far as, this is what a laptop is, keyboards, this is Microsoft Windows. And, by the end, they train on Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint, things like that. And if one of our job seekers in our program complete that, they're welcome. That laptop is now theirs. And then Vantage does pay for their hotspot for an entire year as well. It's a program that I think everyone can take advantage of, and it's just great. So this comes from one of my regional directors from the Cincinnati region. This was a personal true story from her. She had a friend give her a call and let her know that her telephone and her email account was hacked at the same time when she was going through, dealing with uh, inheriting her father's house and dealing with the insurance company. Um, I guess what had happened was scammers had took over the SIM card in her phone, and they were able to lock her out. And then once they did that, they changed her password, started reading her emails. Um, she fortunately was ahead of the game and caught that the changes, but it, had that not happened, I believe she had mentioned something along the lines of like the bank had alerted her.
I'm here.
Okay, excellent. I will let you take over, Mercedes.
Okay. Sorry. Hello, everyone. Um, I had a couple of problems with my computer getting connected. I'm sorry about that. But here we are. It's fantastic to have you here. And I am delighted to be presenting for you today this very special topic. Dustin, how do I work for the to put the PowerPoint is coming from Amanda?
No,
Hello?
I was sharing the PowerPoint via my computer. I could do that again if that would help.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, Justin, your screen's not sharing. We're not seeing a PowerPoint.
But you were seeing it up until Mercedes popped on, correct?
No, no.
Okay.
Now we can see it.
Okay. This is where we left off, Mercedes. So I will just, if you would like to talk, and then I'll go through here for you.
Okay. Um, okay, so taking it taking it back to what is some facts about the seniors and what um Dustin was telling you all about is really very, very important that we learn to be wise about using our computers, using our phones, so that we can do that. This friend of mine, her email account was hacked at the same time that she was trying to inherit her father's house. And the scammers took all the information from her SIM card. From there, they were able to contact the bank. And to make a long story short, she almost lost all the house because her information was being hacked. And like that, they can do things over your phone about your Amazon accounts, about deliveries, about different things like that. So it's very important that we pay attention to our situation. So if we go to the next one, we need to say that cybersecurity. Next slide, Dustin, please. Um, cyber cyber safety then would be how to protect your assets and identify from fraud when you're using your phone or your computer. This is very, very important because how many people you have heard that they were hacked money from their bank accounts, that they were done checks that they didn't do, and it is basically because they didn't know how to protect their assets, and their personal information. Okay, the ways in which they target the Americans ages 55 and over is normally via emails and websites for charitable donations. They ask you for money. They tell you that they have that they're helping kids, and then this is not a good organization. There is a lot of scams going on with online dating services. Loneliness is one of the major problems that seniors have. So they go into these dating sites, they come to have a friend and they do dates with them, and then after 3 or 4 interviews, then this person says that he's having a problem, that she's having a problem, and she needs X amount of money. And then the seniors go ahead and give them the money, and then the person disappears. Another way that they try to get your money is by online auctions, like telling you you can buy this, you can buy that, just bet a little money. But we need to have the money here, so we're sure that you're willing to pay for that, and they take your money away. Buyers clubs is a big, big problem where they tell you that you have to put money over there every month, and then at the end of a 10-month period, you will have paid $1,000, and then they will take your $1,000 out, and you will not get what you were getting. Health insurance has also been a problem. Prescription medications discounts, or the one that, oh my God, please click here. You want a $500 gift card. If you click over there, you are contacting that computer, and they are gonna take away all your information, your phone number, everything that you may have over there. Okay. Or they say that they need to confirm a shipping information, and then you don't remember if you did a if you did a if you bought something or something like that, and you go ahead and click on that. What is it that they are after? What is the things that they want to get from you? Well, the first thing that they want to get from you is your name. They want your bank account numbers. They want your full address and how to contact you, your email, your phone number. Oh my God, if they get your social security, then that's going to be a a jackpot that they got. They want your password so that they can get into your bank and your information. They want the numbers for your credit card. They want to steal your savings and your money from you. So you have to be very, very careful when you are using a computer and when you are using your phone number. Okay? So if someone steals your identity online, they most commonly will do it to obtain money or a credit line. I have one of a friend of mine here in Cincinnati. She found herself with 34 mortgages all over the country because her identity was set. So really, this is something that you need to protect yourself. You need to use, the first thing is that you need to use different passwords for banking or for all your finance, emails and online shops. Okay, you need to do password creation tips, which is what I want to tell you. Use the name of your dog. Use the name of your mother's birthday. Use things that are interesting for you. If you use a phrase, okay, like the one example that you have over there, if you like a pet, then you can write over there, I love dogs a lot. That is a very strong password. I in a lower letter, L, the O over there is the number 0. Then you see that you have capital letters, lower letters. You have the A that you use for the ad, for the emails, and then you have the exclamation mark. And what you are saying is, I love dogs a lot. So that is something that um that you like. If you are in Cincinnati, you can say go red baseball. Okay, and you see we're using numbers over there and the $sign for the F. So this is something that you can remember, or let's go Bengals, 23, which is the year that you are. So be sure that you include numbers and special characters in everything that you do from upper and lower case. Okay. When you have more than 12 characters or 14 characters using upper and lower cases, numbers and special characters, it takes a lot. It says that it takes 12 years to crack that code. So that is about enough, okay? What you need to. The other thing that is very interesting is that you can consider freezing your credits with all the three major credit bureaus. What you have to do over there is register yourself and then you can freeze your credit. Let's say that you're gonna buy a new washer, you're gonna buy a car, then you can go open your credit, let these people check your credit, get your new um money, your loan, and then you can lock your credit again. And in that way, if someone tries to check your credit and you have it locked, the companies will contact you. It is free and it offers a very, very big protection against identity theft. And that is something that is fantastic if you contact Experian or the other two credit bureaus, that would be perfect. Um, so if we go to the next, so how you freeze your credit? You need to create an account with the three major bureaus. You have over there the information. Where do you have to go to? Equifax, Experience, or TransUnion. You don't need to sign up for Credit Monitor or anything. Just make sure that you log in, you create your password, and then you just write over there that you need to freeze your credit. And then if you're going to apply for a loan, you need to go in and open it. If not, the car dealer or the store that you're buying the washer will not be able to access your credit. So over there you have the links. You can go and get our information and print our presentations from our webpage so that you can get that information for you. What is phishing? Phishing is something very important because it's not going over there and get a little fish with your um, with your cane, okay? It's a scam using your email or text, and the goal of them is that they want you to reveal information so that they can use to get access to your accounts and steal your money. Most organizations, banks, the government agencies, and the companies, they do not ask for personal information over email. This is very important. The IRS will never contact you through an email or through the phone. They will send you a regular letter with the mail. Social Security will send you a letter through the mail. They will not call you on the phone. They will not send you a text message, and they will not send you an email. If you get any information, if someone, your bank, your credit card calls you, okay, and they tell you that you have to do something with your bank account or that, then you hang up. And then with the number that you have, you call through a trust number. You call them and say, I received a phone call telling me this. Can you please tell me if this is true and how can I help you? So it's not that you don't pay attention to them. You pay attention, but you don't give the information to the person that might be calling you or to the text message. You hang up, you look in the back of your credit card and you call that number. That is a safe number that you can call and you can find out what's going on. Or you can stop by your bank. Do not open attachments or clicks. When you do that, they put malware into your system. They put viruses into your system, and then your information, your contacts, those things will be sent through the internet to them without you knowing that. Okay, so it's very important that you try to get a VPN service if you are going to use personal banking accounts through the computer, through a public computer. We do not recommend you that you do anything where you have personal information when you are at the library, doing some research or trying to find jobs, or when you are training, do it only with your computer and try to put a safeguard for viruses and also a VPN service. Okay. The other thing is, don't be aware of the free prices. That is probably one of the most common ways in which they are doing this. Make sure that you change your passwords often and avoid using the same password for multiple accounts. Oh my God, everyone has the same password for everything. Please don't do that. And then what you can do is have a little notebook, okay, that you can have in your pocketbook, that you can have in a safe place at home where you put the information that you have and in your own codes so only you can understand. If we go to the next, okay, this has been a mostly super recent scan that I have had participants or people here in my agency report. Okay, and we have heard it many times also on the news. You get a phone call telling that your grandchild is in trouble and that you need to send some money to a pastor or you need to send some money to somewhere so that they can get a bond to get out from jail or something like that. The other might be that they are arrested, that they have car trouble, or even that they were kidnapped or in an accident. Do not buy that. If someone that you care for, a relative, is in trouble, you hang up and you call the person. And what is going to happen is that probably the person is going to be over there very comfortable working at her job or his job. Okay? Always hang up when you get this type of calls and report the phone number as junk and report it as people that shouldn't be calling. Right now, also the phone services are offering that you can call them and tell them that you are getting too much um, spam, too many calls that are from people that you don't know, and they can put over a recording that when you call that number, it will say, if you are a person, please hit number 8. When you hit number 8, the call continues. So in other words, it's a person that is on the other side of the line. Never bank wire Western Union money or something like that and buy gift cards through your phone. Okay. It's very important that you are very, very aware that government agencies will never call you to request information, permits, or telling you that you are going to be um, arrested or something like that. They will always use U.S. email. Hang up and report the caller immediately to your phone service provider. The next one now. Okay. So there is also tech support scams. Oh my God, this is so terrible. You get an email and your computer starts blinking and it says that your computer has a virus, that you are going to lose all your information, that you have to call this phone number immediately. You need to hang up immediately. If you get something in your computer, then you need to immediately turn off the computer and delete that email and double delete. Um, because what they are going to try when you do that is you will call the phone number that is in the email telling you that your computer is being threatened by a malware or something like that, a virus. You call them, they're going to ask you to get access to your computer by internet. And boom, they're going to get all your information out from your computer like this. So please, please never, never let a person get into your computer unless it is your IT support person that you trust them. If not, do not let anyone access your computer. Okay, and then avoid Googling for tech support numbers. Okay, um, I was also almost a scam trying to get support for a Kindle reader. Okay, and that was the big problem, because they sent an email saying that um, you need to renew your account in order to continue getting your books. Okay, so what will be the best practices in terms for you to enjoy, to have a safe relationship with the internet, the phones, and the computer? The first thing is always block unknown calls on your phone. Okay, in the iPhone, you go to settings, phone, and you silence unknown calls. On the Android, you can do it on Samsung. You go to settings, you block the numbers, you block the calls from unknown numbers. Keep your phone and your computer operation system always updated. Okay, that is a way also to have the last safeguards that you do that. Normally, they will auto download and install themselves. Okay, never, never, never access your bank or your financial information from a public computer or from another person's computer. Okay, be careful on using friends and family for tech support, because unfortunately, it is our experience that a lot of the times these friends and families are the ones that are going to do a scam on you. So do not share it with anyone. Do not use them for tech support. Okay, um because a lot of times you get to they get to the bank and the bank has a problem, and then what's your password? The person doesn't know the password because they ask a niece or a nephew to put together a password for them. So never give out your bank or credit card passwords to anyone. Once a month, review and delete the things from your phone that you do not think that are useful, and that would be a way to keep your phone and your computer safe. Okay, and then um, finally, before we go into any questions, if you have any questions, I would like to go back and tell you what is CISO. Um, CSEP is the program that Vantage Aging manages. It's called Senior Community Service Employment Program. This is paid training program for older individuals who are trying to rejoin the workforce, trying to find financial stability for their future. There are three main criteria that allow you to get enrolled in our program. Okay, the first one is you need to be 55 years old or older than that. There's no limit. Okay, I have participants that are 84. I have a 76-year-old participant. So any age is okay as long as you are capable of going out and get your training and being working. You have to be unemployed. You cannot be employed. And you need to meet the income guidelines that the Department of Labor gives us. When we have an eligible participant, this person will learn the skills on a job training site, okay, with our training partners, which are normally non-for-profit organizations and government organizations. And they are all located around your local community. This is a fantastic win-win situation where you get to work and get paid for the hours that you work and you are on training. So it is not a job, it's a paid training program. And at the same time, because our training sites are non-for-profit organizations or government organizations, guess what? You are doing fantastic community service. You are serving the people where you live, where you are. You are helping your neighbors. Okay, participants receive wages for the time that they spend training with our community partners. Okay, so you go over there, you are performing community service, you are learning, you are practicing your skills, and at the same time, you get some income. This program is zero cost for for the participant. You don't have to pay anything to get enrolled in the program. And it's also a zero cost program for the partners, which is the people that are going to be training you. This program has been in existence since 1967 and is part of the Older Americans Act. So this is something that you can trust. It's not an organization or a project that is going to go away. and it's something very serious and very good. If you are interested in learning more about this, please stay logged, and after we take some questions and with our director, then we can answer you more about the program. Are there any questions in terms to the presentation that we just did? You can hit on the chat if you are asking, if you want to raise your hand. You can use the little hand that is over there that says raise your hand, or you can send us a little chat message. Mhm. Okay, and then um, um, and then we will see it. We will see it